Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Chaemiko versus Tho. This game taking place here on Last Refuge, and I just realized one thing real fast. The names are reversed. Alright, let's go ahead and fix that up top. And, well, let's see what's going to be going down in this 1v1 matchup. First of all, Tho spawning as the blue human over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map as the random human player. Well, in the middle of the night, it is actually, 6:30 my time, and the wind is howling. It is very, very windy right now. Yep. Wind advisory here in Southern California. Yep, we'll see how everything goes here, as then we're gonna get a little bit of a nice little bump in temperature into the mid 80s, and then, well, as a true Southern Californian, I'm just talking about the weather. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for all of you guys out there, depending on when you're watching this, how you're watching this. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are, well, staying safe during this COVID 2020. And, well, if you guys are watching this in the future, well, further in the future, well, thank you very much to say that we've made it as a people, as a society. First things first, Tho opening up with a paladin first in a human mirror match. I don't remember the last time I saw a paladin first in a human mirror match. Yeah, I remember back in the Reign of Chaos days, trying to go paladin first, thinking that it was just so much stronger, so much better, being able to heal up your footmen, keep them alive. And then other people are like, no, you gotta try the Archmage. I'm like, what do you mean? And I tried the Archmage, I'm like, 125 mana, you sacrifice, and it himself is able to deal, well, the mana is actually able to deal damage while your own particular hero, or take damage and deal damage, so it was actually much better. Almost forgot it's CET, not CEST now where I live. Glad I remembered. Oh yeah. Okay, well, it is, what, America is going to be switching into the saving, or off of daylight saving time next weekend. So yep, just a little bit of information right there for all of you guys who are watching on the live streams. All right, Militia is going to get taken down. No, it's not. Double Holy Light trying to save. There's that Paladin. He's going to go for Devotion Aura, Tome of Intelligence, Tome of Agility, all picked up. Belt of Giant Strength, extra damage, and extra hit points. First time watching you here on Twitch, been watching your videos since 2010. Thank you, Danny, for tuning in. Always nice to know that, well, I've been watched, well, I don't know, I guess I've been stalked for the past 10 plus years. Alright, units are going to get taken down here. We are looking at the Archmage here, most likely going to try and set up an expansion here in just a moment. That is a lot of militia. We can go ahead and see them all called back over here in just a moment. Meanwhile, the Paladin with Claws of Attack +5, Belt of Giant Strength, and now ready to move on out, perhaps trying to get to level 3. Are we going to see more militia being called over? Yes, it does seem that way, and that means we are going to be going for an expansion attempt. All right, Footman, well, happy to run away from a Paladin right there. No Ring of Regeneration on that Paladin, but Belt of Giant Strength does provide some additional hit point regeneration. You think it's actually viable, Crow to the Paladin first, or just new patch trolling? Well, I don't know. I don't really think Paladin first is very viable, especially in the human versus human mirror match. Normally you go Paladin first and then you go heavy Devotion Aura with Rifleman, but with the amount of defend, or with how strong defend is on those footmen, I don't think it will get very far. We do see Rune Bracers versus Belt of Giant Strength. The Paladin definitely benefiting much more from that particular item pickup. Extra 150 hit points, while himself getting better regeneration and better damage. Meanwhile, the Archmage is not going to be on the receiving end of any spell damage for quite some time. Alright, more attacks going to get underway. There is one lone footman down across over here trying to run around, cause a little bit of problems, as a new Forest Troll Shadow Priest joining in on the battle. Double Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and this may actually just be a countermeasure or counterattack to your opponent's water elementals. You're going to see a little bit, yeah, double abolish magic right there. That's going to get taken down. There's a Holy Light. as the 2 Forest Troll Shadow Priests make short work of that water elemental. Alright, another water elemental now dropped into play. There is another abolish magic, and there is going to be another water elemental there, as we are seeing more and more experience given to that paladin. Another holy light perhaps going to be given off onto this Forest Troll Shadow Priest, down to 2 hit points, and it stays alive. Meanwhile, more holy light is coming back across here. That Forest Troll Shadow Priest will be forced to back up. No tower here, as the tower, well, as the expansion is already up. Meanwhile, off to the north, we are getting up some towers and some arcane vaults. So far, this is a true mirror match coming back through, as the paladin now chasing after all of those units off to the north. We will see breaker nerf might be exactly what the human mirror needs, and that might actually be true. All right, so yeah, with the spellbreaker change to try and get away from mass spellbreakers in the human mirror match, perhaps we will actually see knights and then perhaps some griffins as well. It seemed like, well, as spellbreakers, no one really wanted to get to knights since they were so easily countered by griffins, so everyone just stayed in that spellbreaker mirror match. Alright, paladin currently still sitting at level 3, perhaps going to try and get off another holy light here on a peasant or on a footman or 2, and this is a good number of footmen, I must say, at this point by Tho. Tho getting a large number of footmen here. We are at tier 2 getting up an arcane vault, or sorry, tier 1 getting up an arcane vault, and no one yet upgrading to tier 2 as of yet. I think tank needs buffs and other things other than that destroy building. They nearly removed tanks in the patch. Well, this is one of those situations where the players will eventually find a way to play each race properly, and then it will be well, come down to the actual numbers to see who was right in terms of the overall balance. You don't want all of a sudden a 4-race RTS to become a 3-race RTS because one of the races is just so much weaker than the other ones, and nor do you want straight up counters or advantages for one race versus another. As soon as you have that, then you get into these multi-race battles where you try to fight. Oh, there we have now defend. Footman going to be able to try and defend all of this back. Triple Forest Troll Shadow Priest. A lot of footmen. Are the footmen going to go in for a surround on the paladin? Yes, it is. And wow, that is going to be a very big deal right there. All right, going to try and finish off that one footman. Yes, it does. Gets the kill right there. There's a holy light to try and save Forest Troll Berserker. All that damage coming back through. Meanwhile, the Archmage down across here, getting in some damage here as we are looking at the Arcane Tower trying to finish off that Water Elemental. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Paladin has found and will finish off one of the Forest Troll Shadow Priests. Both sides are fighting. Forest Troll Shadow Priest stays alive at the very, very end in the back there, trying to stay alive there, but unable to do that as the Archmage is still sitting at level 3, not yet quite at level 4. Forest Troll Berserker looking to try and retreat back. We are going to be getting a Holy Light on that Forest Troll Berserker as level 2 Devotion Aura, well, is providing plenty of cover here. Forest Troll Berserkers will be forced to try and retreat back here as we're looking at 51 supply compared to 46. Ogre Mauler is now joining in on the battle, and this is turning into a mass tier 1 fight as the mercenary camps are being heavily used. Holy Light onto that ogre, onto that footman as well. That Devotion Aura, additional armor across all of these units, making it very difficult to finish off any of these units as well, as we're looking at more footmen making a retreat back again. Alright, Holy Light trying to save again. This Ogre Mauler down to 151 hit points. Will it be able to survive? Now looking to back away, most likely, as the Paladin wants to keep that Ogre Mauler alive and well. Alright, are we seeing a tech to tier 2? Yes, tech to tier 2 on both sides. Chaemiko actually going to be the first one to get there. And is it going to be a panda? No, it is not going to be a panda, as the panda does not scale very well. Is it going to go? Well, it could be a tavern hero. We haven't seen anything be trained as of yet. Coming back down on the other side, we are transitioning into riflemen. Exactly what I expected to see. Riflemen, very, very powerful in this range battle, being able to, well, and use that range, create a little bit of distance and separation, and force the footmen to try and chase them. 56 supply now compared to 49, though actually going into low upkeep much faster, as we are looking at, oh, there is a large number of footmen with defend currently getting healed up. Alright, riflemen, perhaps, oh, are we going to see one Ogre Mauler just get taken down? There's Mud Golem slow onto that Ogre Mauler right there. It could get taken out pretty fast. Footmen with defend trying to reflect back some damage. Devotion Aura, and there's a roar right there, followed by Blizzard. All right, Chaemiko flipping the script around, having one water elemental in play and using also level 2 Blizzard. That level 2 Blizzard is going to take down or take down one footman. Another footman could get taken out right there. There goes another one there. A third footman could get focused now. No, it is going to get holy lighted as we are still fighting our way through. All right, that Blizzard is dealing so much damage, but also friendly fire damage on that Blizzard. You have to be very careful as it is 53 supply compared to 47. Archmage with level 2 Brilliance Aura should be able to cast another Blizzard fairly quickly, as well as damage is still adding back in. Alright, trying to add in more damage again. Holy Light on that Paladin, continuing to save multiple units again. This one footman could give that Paladin level 5, and it's going to be level 3 Devotion Aura. That is the question. Yes, it is. Level 3 Devotion Aura over level 3 Holy Light, since many of the units don't have 600 hit points anyways. Alright. All of that bonus armor right there, 5 bonus armor on those riflemen. They are now ready to make their way off to the north, trying to do a little bit of repairs. 44 supply compared to 54. So you're looking to take down this arcane tower, but a Blizzard going to stop many of those units in their tracks as the arcane tower down to 102 hit points and dropping. Alright, Rifleman should be able to get in position. There it goes, able to finish that off as we're looking at a little bit of damage getting added in. Paladin needs to be close enough to all of these other units to try and give that bonus Devotion Aura. Meanwhile, the Ogre Mauler is right there as well, as we're looking at Blizzard now being brought back over. Blizzard almost finishing off multiple footmen there, as now the Archmage being forced to retreat back. There is a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Force Troll, Shadow Priest trying to heal. Priest trying to heal as both sides are fighting their way through. Chaemiko going to end up losing this expansion, or taking a lot of losses on this expansion, as we're looking at the Paladin right there, getting a Stormbolt onto the Paladin. Alright, Paladin could be in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal now being used. Units are going to try and retreat back. That is a lot of low hit point units. No Blizzard coming in as the Archmage, Mountain King, able to push back that level 5 Paladin. Turns out Paladining first in a human is decent. I don't know, there's been certain times where it feels like the Mountain King would have been able to pull out ahead. The Paladin does have plus 16 damage, that early belt of giant strength, making a drastic difference for hit point regeneration, overall hit points, and damage on that Paladin. You got to remember that item was one of the first items that Paladin got, and you cannot always bank on getting the +6 item that is in your stat category. Alright, we're looking and making our way through. We are looking at Knights trying to make their way down as well. He should level up Divine Shield, TP bait, stuns. Alright. Well, the Divine, he's trying to bolster the entire army here. Mantle of Intelligence giving a little bit of additional mana right here. Meanwhile, we are still sitting only on a solo Paladin. No, now going into a Blood Mage and double Griffin Aviaries. Alright, so double Griffins. We are now going to have Griffins trying to take down those Knights. They should end up falling pretty quickly. I don't see them with Sundering Blades as of yet, but I got to imagine that research should be done soon. Sundering Blades effective against those Riflemen, being able to deal extra damage again. There is that Siphon mana into that Paladin. Paladin should be able to heal many units pretty quickly, as the Paladin now maxed out on mana, at least for now. Alright, continuing that fight. Are we going to see some Siphon mana away from that Ogre Magi? No, it does not look like it. The Blood Mage currently by himself, creeping away from that Paladin, as we see some items being transferred over to the Blood Mage too. Alright, meanwhile, Paladin, we are going in the Tri-Hero coming in from Chaemiko. Archmage, Mountain King, Paladin. 1, 2, 3 combination as two armies are going to engage against each other. Alright, there goes attack in the back. Riflemen with that long range coupled with the Griffin Riders. Also high armor on those Griffins. 7 armor already. 5 of that being from the Devotion Aura. But we could continue to see more Rifleman armor upgrades as well, making those Griffins very difficult to take out. Alright, blue is though, by the way. Yep, it is off to the north. Alright, as we're continuing to see more pressure being brought back over. Griffins taking to the skies. There are double arcane towers, double flying machines trying to push back as well. Is this flying machine going to get taken out very quickly? There goes the Blizzard, and the Blizzard just maxing up all of that damage right there. Paladin, Blood Mage making their way over. Paladin goes for a quick heal once again, as we are going to look at another big fight here. Are we actually going to see resurrection? resurrection, mass resurrection coming in from the paladin. That is the question here. There is only riflemen and footmen, so, and the ogre mauler. Perhaps that is enough reason to try and go for it. 2 griffin riders in the air, 80 over 84 supply. Flying machines also getting added to try and counteract as we are getting the storm hammer upgrades. Sitting on 200 gold right now. Tho is pretty much maxed out on all the supply he wants to do. He does not want to go into high upkeep as the footmen are now trying to retreat back here. Alright, are we going to go into an engagement? Ogre, Magi, Creep Camp, that should be easy pickings. Blood Mage should be able to easily get to level 3 as the Paladin is going to back away again. Flying machines trying to find their targets here. Other flying machines getting into position, getting in some damage. Riflemen could easily start picking off some of those units. Meanwhile, Chaemiko still sitting on 422. His heroes not really leveling up all that much. Archmage really wants to get to level 5 most likely, as we have a Staff of Sanctuary only on the Archmage of Chaemiko. That means that being able to staff to preserve those knights are going to be very key for Chaemiko. Meanwhile, Tho not going to be able to do any of that with those griffins, as he does have 3 griffins in play and is now banking 1,000 gold. Chaemiko also banking 1,000 gold, but currently 8 supply behind his opponent, and we should be seeing more of that here in just a moment. Level 1 weapon upgrades now for the Griffin Riders. Also, Griffin Riders with 9 armor. That is going to be very high indeed, as the units are going to try and engage down here. There goes a shockwave through some of those units. Paladin purposely hanging back, as we're going to see the flying machines all in position. Flying machines could try and turn back around, and there you are. There's that engagement. A little bit of a battling situation here, as the Blood Mage trying to pick up the Hood of Cunning and some of the rest of those items there. Alright, there's that pickup of the Hood of Cunning. Flying machine comes and trying to engage against the other flying machines as the blizzard is still raining down. There in comes a Flame Strike. So Flame Strike causing a little bit of zoning action, as well as the Paladin going to try and retreat back as well. Are we going to see some retreating? Yes, we are. Who lost more in that battle? I believe there were a couple illusion Griffin Riders as well, as we see level 5 finally reached by Chaemiko. Alright, we are looking at Tho getting into high upkeep, training up more flying machines. This is questionable, trying to go into high upkeep right now, as he is going to start losing that economic battle here pretty fast. We're looking at the Blood Mage sitting at level 4 with that Hood of Cunning, giving more mana to that Paladin once again. And the Forest Troll Shadow Priest really needs to start doing a lot of healing as well. Nope, just mass healing salve, or mass scroll of regeneration. Not healing salve, yeah, mass scroll, or just 1 scroll of regeneration, excuse me, to heal up all of these units. Alright, what is going to go down here? Footmen getting ready to engage down off to the south here. We are looking at the Paladin still hanging back. No scroll of Town Portal. 89 supply compared to 76, as the 2 units could be looking to try and engage. We are looking at Inner Fire coming in from Chaemiko. Inner Fire on those flying machines, that does make up a very big difference in the overall armor fight. And not having access to Inner Fire could be just what the difference is. Alright, those knights with 14 armor, flying machines trying to dodge a little bit of that damage, trying to flank consistently as they're going after unit after unit. Alright, how much damage can be done? Nothing is really getting stunned out. The Griffins trying to cause a little bit of narrow choke point battles, as the flying machines are just diving on in after all those units. There goes a Flame Strike along the back line, and who's going to win out here? 68 supply compared to 88. Tho is winning out on this battle ever so slowly, as the flying machines are now diving on in those back units again. Alright, Archmage gonna be in trouble trying to retreat again. Knight trying to retreat as well. Blood Mage, are we gonna see a massive Flame Strike hitting that entire back line? We could, as the Blood Mage could be in trouble. There goes a Stormbolt. Knights are gonna be in position here. Where are those units gonna try and go next? No Flame Strike. There's a Holy Light, as that, we're looking at Resurrection as well. Alright, Siphon Mana. What is that Knight, or what is that Blood Mage doing? Blood Mage is completely surrounded, but somehow still surviving. And with that level 400 hit point heal, constantly being able to survive like that. Alright, there's some more Blizzard now raining down. Blood Mage completely trying to just counteract his opponent. And are we looking at more Siphon Mana as well? Yeah, taking away the mana from that Mountain King. Alright, Blood Mage is not going to fall, as we see a Flame Strike now go down across multiple units once again. Siphon Mana away from that Archmage. And Siphon Mana making a very big deal. And there's the Resurrection! Oh my goodness. I was gonna say Chaemiko and Tho both falling into low 50 supply army. But the resurrection by the Paladin basically saying, nope, you lost more than I did. That was unexpected right there. I don't know why I didn't expect that Paladin to use that resurrection in that spot. He basically just trained up a huge army for absolutely free. Yes, it is on a very long cooldown, but he used it after the battle, and that was very, very timely. Knights are now getting added back in here as well. No staff of Sanctuary. That may be the difference, though. If we can see great use of Staff of Sanctuary to deny additional experience, that could possibly be enough. Alright, Blood Mage will get to level 5 off of this creep camp. A Paladin will stay at level 6. No more bonus experience at all here as we see healing wards being dropped down. Alright, no place, no item inventory. Gonna drop an additional item instead, as the units are now going to make their way off to the north here. Alright, flying machines, very, very low on hit points. We're going to see an engagement here in just a moment. Knights with 14 armor as they're going to dive on in. Where is that blizzard along all of those peasants? And that is going to be suffering terrible, terrible damage. In comes the Scroll of Town Portal, and here we go. They're going to land right off to the side and be ready to engage. Alright, flying machines gonna perhaps do a little bit of a push here. That 1,200 gold difference was absolutely huge, and that's mainly because of that resurrection right there. As we're gonna look, a bunch of illusionary units getting taken out. Going into high upkeep, 92 supply. Paladin gonna try and engage once more. There's 2 minutes left on that cooldown for that resurrection, and that is gonna be key. Mortar teams trying to keep some distance in the back. Stormbolt onto the Blood Mage. Blood Mage taking a large amount of damage. Is gonna get thunderclapped right there. Huge thunderclap once more as the flame strike tears through many of those units as well. Siphon mana. Mountain King pretty much now out of mana. Stormbolt to try and stop all of that right there. There goes another flame strike, and the Archmage standing still, gonna take a large amount of damage. Alright, are we gonna see a Holy Light onto that Knight right there? No, we are not. It's gonna get taken down. There it goes. As well, it's still not enough, but the resurrection's still 90 seconds away. There's a healing ward in the back. There's a Dispel Magic. Flame strike trying to rip through, as Militia now coming in as well. Alright, both sides fighting this battle. 85 supply compared to 74. Paladin continuing to maximize all of its damage here as Griffins are showing back up out onto the field. More Siphon mana again. There goes some more Priest. Paladin or Rifleman could end up getting taken down right there. There goes another one. Staff of Sanctuary. Blizzard forcing all of these Riflemen to try and move away again, as we are looking at a 4 Soul Shadow Priest getting hunted down by a Knight. Alright, then comes another Flame Strike. So much AoE, Flame Strike, and Blizzard raining down everywhere as we see a third hero, the Mountain King, come into play. Alright, 3 heroes. Mountain King as the third hero coming in from Tho. There goes another Griffin. It's getting taken out. 54 supply compared to 62. Siphon mana away, shutting things down again. There goes another Rifleman, and another Rifleman bites the dust. Alright, 31 seconds on that resurrection. Holy Light's trying to save that Blood Mage right there. It's going to end up staying alive. Mountain King could try and do a little bit more damage as well. Paladin is in a little bit of trouble. There's Siphon mana again away from the Archmage, as the Paladin still has plenty of mana. Now going after the 4 Soul Berserker. We're going to see some Siphon mana into that Paladin now. Paladin is going to be able to get back that Holy Light. Down to 9 seconds. Needs to back away. But Mountain King, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. What is that Paladin doing? He is running around the map trying to stay alive, and we now have Resurrection available. Are we going to see it be used? We have to see it be used here. Timing on it, and there you go. There's that army back once again. Alright, a massive army coming back around, and Chaemiko all of a sudden saying, wait, how you got back all of your units, and I am still in trouble. Alright, doing a little bit of healing. Paladin back up to 800 hit points, dropping that Belt of Giant Strength and picking it back up. Very, very rarely do you see an ultimate ability being used to such high efficiency, and that's exactly what we are seeing right there. The downside of the Paladin's ability is that it still gives experience to the opposing heroes. So we are looking at Chaemiko with level 6 on the Archmage and level 4 on both the Mountain King and that Paladin. That's the difference between Tranquility and Resurrection. The units, you still get the units back at full health, but at the same time, they still died, so they did take a little bit of damage. All right, Stormbolt onto the Mountain King. There goes Flame Strike Rifleman being forced to retreat back again. Level 6, level 5, level 2 versus 644. Siphon mana away from the Paladin. Paladin does not have a Divine Shield, trying to break the link right there as this Paladin trying to retreat back. So many flying machines for Tho that are unable to target anything. They do not have any real damage whatsoever, and with no Griffins to try and fight back against, only the Blood Mage is, well, the major threat on the ground right now for all of those ground units. Mountain King still only sitting at level 2. Blood Mage still continuing to siphon mana away from all of those units still, as we can see another Flame Strike being used there. All right, units going to try and retreat back. I would have thought that the Flame Strike would have been a little bit further behind, making it difficult to retreat as the Mountain King trying to retreat back again. All right, low hit point Knight down to 87 hit points. Is it going to end up staying alive? It is currently slowed. There's a Holy Light trying to save once more, as we should be looking at some healing wards being placed down as well. Staff of Sanctuary coming down as the Paladin will get Storm Bolted for good measure. All right, in comes another Flame Strike, as we're going to see all the units. Sorceress getting burned to a crisp right there. More Siphon mana. Mountain King low on mana, unable to Stormbolt, as the units and damage is still adding up. All right, 644 compared to 652. More Siphon mana. Archmage just constantly losing mana every which way, as the Blood Mage is just keeping that Paladin the Paladin is keeping everyone else topped off pretty much continually, as that Paladin currently in a little bit of trouble. Are we going to see a little bit of healing ward being placed down there, as the main gold mines and the expansions, everything is now low? So it may come down to a game of resurrection, as we see another priest get taken out. No one has real economy going on for it whatsoever, as the Blizzard, as all these units are trying to retreat back again. All right, we may see the death of a Rifleman. No, he gets Holy Lighted just in time, as we see more Siphon mana come on through. Blood Mage could be in trouble, gets Storm Bolted. This could be really bad news. Is he going to be able to Flame Strike himself? Yes, he is. Flame Strike himself, followed by a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to stay alive. More units still continuing the fight here, and 47 seconds on that Resurrection. Is that going to be enough, as the Mountain King losing all of its mana again? Are we going to see another Flame Strike go down here? No hit point Knight gets taken down. Not quite sure by what, though, as the Paladin now needs to retreat back down to 33 seconds on that Resurrection. Units are in a massive run. Mountain King, are they going to be able to save anything? Paladin could be in trouble. Paladin down to 94 hit points, trying to retreat back again, as we see Siphon mana away from that Mountain King once more. All right, are we going to see a Scroll of Healing? Yes, Scroll of Healing used, and well, we should see a healing ward being placed down. Why isn't it being placed down right now? That is the question. Mountain King going to end up falling. There's level 7 before the Resurrection was even needed. Mountain King falls, and Tho comes out. One of the best human mirror matches that I've seen in quite some time. That Resurrection, being able to bring back an army twice, maybe even a third time, if Chaemiko did not leave. Great game. Very entertaining, as the new meta is still trying to be established. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.